Authority, Mr. Charles Farr. Mr. Farr, what is the Prichard Housing Authority and what is its purpose?
The Prichard Housing Authority is a nonprofit agency that was created by the city government of the city of Prichard back in 1940 to provide safe, decent, and sanitary housing for the citizens of the city of Prichard.
Now, you say the Housing Authority was created by the city government in Prichard. Is the Housing Authority a part of the municipal government? Is it a part of the city council or the mayor's office?
No, the Housing Authority is not a part of the city government of Prichard, although the Board of Commissioners are appointed by the mayor. But once the Board of Commissioners is appointed, they are the governing body of the Housing Authority.
What programs and projects do you administer for the Department of Housing and Urban Development?
Presently, the Prichard Housing Authority is administering approximately 6 programs. Those programs are the Conventional Public Housing Program, Section 8 Existing Housing Program, Section 8 Moderate Rehabilitation Program, Section 8 New Construction, the Housing Voucher Program. We also administer for the city of Prichard the Urban Development Action Grant Program, which is the UDAG program, and in addition we work in a joint effort with the city in administering the Community Development Program for the city, the Small City Block Grant Program.
Under those various projects that you administer, how many houses are maintained and how many residents do you serve?
All of those programs administered by the Housing Authority is 1,884 housing units. That's house approximately 7,000 residents of the city of Prichard. That's nearly 15 to 20% of the population for the city of Prichard.
Governmental legislation that created the public housing authorities also allow you opportunities to work in other areas. You are involved, the Housing Authority is involved in a summer lunch program. Tell us about that project.
The summer lunch program is a program that's sponsored by through the State Department of Education. For the past 7 or 8 years, the Housing Authority has been the sponsor of this program for Mobile County. And what it does is provide a nutritious lunch during the summer months for the kids up to age 18 or 19. And the reason for this program is that it's held during the summer months, and there's a lot of kids who ordinarily wouldn't receive a nutritious meal during that time of the year. So it's a very good program, and the Housing Authority has been very successful in operating that program. As a matter of fact, last year it was the largest program in the state of Alabama.
The new Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Jack Kemp, one of his main initiatives now is home ownership. Do you see the public housing authorities going in that direction?
Well, the Prichard Housing Authority is very much interested in going in the direction of Secretary Kemp into home ownership. The last housing development that we built was a single-family unit, and I think it would be an ideal development for home ownership, and hopefully in the near future the board will make a request to HUD to convert that to a home ownership program.
That's Mr. Charles Farr, Executive Director of the Prichard Housing Authority. Before we go any further, we would like to remind you that we are live. You can call us here at Bay TV 471-3700. If you have any questions, any comments, give us a call. For the Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Prichard Housing Authority administers the Conventional Housing Program, the Section 8 Existing Housing Program, Contract Administration, Section 8 Moderate Rehabilitation, the Voucher Program, and the Section 8 New Construction. These programs represent over 1,884 housing units serving approximately 7,000 residents in the city of Prichard. The Section 8 Housing Program is one of the fastest growing programs in the country. Ms. Peggy Harvey is the coordinator at the Prichard Housing Authority. We have a taped interview with Ms. Harvey as she explains to you what the Section 8 program is all about. We're in the office of Ms. Peggy Harvey. She's program manager for Section 8 Housing. Ms. Harvey, what is Section 8 Housing?
Section 8 housing affords people with low and very low income to be able to have houses that they would not have been based on their income. We issue certificates or vouchers, or we have the mod rehab program whereby the tenant goes looking for a house that their family for their family size and that is suitable for the program. The house, of course, has to pass inspection, housing quality standards, and it has to be ready by the owner. The owner has to prepare the house in the Section 8 program.
Okay.
We do not own the houses.
What is the difference between conventional public housing and Section 8 housing?
In conventional housing, the housing authority owns the building, the houses or the units or the apartments. In public housing, in Section 8, they're owned by private owners. And one thing in conventional housing, the tenants are placed. In Section 8, the tenants have the leverage to go looking for what their family desire.
How often do you take applications for Section 8 housing at the Prichard Housing Authority, and do you have a long waiting list?
Right now, we have a waiting list of about 150. We took applications last October. We are required to take them annually, once a year, or as we need them. If we issue certificates or vouchers or marked rehab for the 150 that we have waiting now, then we would take applications again. We'll place notices in the papers, newspapers, radios, to advertise.
Now, when you mention Section 8, there are different types of Section 8. How many types of Section 8 are there, and will you give us a brief rundown on them?
There are about 4 types of Section 8. There's the existing program, the voucher program, the marked rehab program, and in the existing program we have what you call the project base. Project base and marked rehab work about the same, where the subsidy was on the unit. The government or HUD loaned money to the private owners to rehab the units, and the subsidy is on a unit where in that instance the tenant does not have the leverage to transfer because the subsidy is on the unit. In the Section 8 existing and voucher program, the tenant has the leverage annually as they want to transfer.
As you can tell, the Section 8 housing program is well managed at the Housing Authority in Prichard. We'll return after this break.
Let certified remodelers protect your home from harmful moisture damage. The Royal Crest Soffit and Fascia Systems protects your eaves from the elements without the expense of painting. The experts at Certified Remodelers can provide the best vinyl and aluminum products anywhere. Certified Remodelers can also help you expand your living area with a glass enclosure, screen room, or patio cover. Certified Remodelers installs one of the thickest vinyl outer wall systems available using the thickest grade of copolymer. Since they've been in business for 12 years, you can feel confident with Certified Remodelers.
Shop Easy is the home of nature's fat-free and cholesterol-free diet, featuring the freshest in fruits and vegetables. Studies by both the American Heart Association and American Cancer Society both recommend a low-fat, low-cholesterol, and fiber-rich diet. For better health, eat 5 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables every day. Shop Easy offers a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables from which to choose. When it's time to go shopping, get back to nature at Shop Easy with 2 convenient locations, 3251 Old Shell Road and 7134 Airport Boulevard.
Welcome back to Impact. I'm Carnell Davis. Impact is sponsored by the Prichard Housing Authority. We are live. Call us at 471-3700 if you have any questions. The Prichard Housing Authority is sponsoring the Summer Food Service Program for children, and we're operating 88 feeding sites in the city of Mobile, the city of Prichard, and throughout Mobile County. The feeding program is sponsored by the Housing Authority, and children 18 years and under are eligible for a nutritious lunch each day. The meals are prepared by the Mobile County School Board, and the feeding sites are inspected by the Mobile County Health Department. Contact the Prichard Housing Authority at 456-3324 for the Summer Food Service Program feeding site in your community. The Housing Authority is a leader in innovative housing projects in the public sector. We'll have an interview now at one of our newer single-unit family developments, Magnolia Trace, with Mr. Farr. This is Carnell Davis, host of Impact, on location with the Executive Director of the Prichard Housing Authority, Mr. Charles Farr, at our latest housing subdivision. Mr. Farr, we're at the Magnolia Trace subdivision. Explain to our viewing audience what this concept is in public housing.
This is Magnolia Trace, the latest subdivision that was completed by the Prichard Housing Authority and was completed in 1989. This concept is our neighborhood subdivision concept, and if you look at the houses in this area, or in this subdivision, you'll see that it does not resemble public housing. It looks just like a regular neighborhood, subdivision type neighborhood, and this is what we try to achieve in this development. So when people come in this area and look around, it looks just like any other housing development.
So you have single unit, 3 and 4 bedroom units.
Right. This development consists of 30 houses. They're all single family. They are 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 35 3-bedroom, 2-bath unit with a utility room. You have 15 4-bedroom units with 2 baths. They're all central heat, central air, and that's unique in the public housing program for families of this type.
Okay, Magnolia Trace subdivision. Let's take a view of the subdivision.
Okay.
The Magnolia Trace subdivision, single unit homes, very elaborately built. This is a new trend in public housing. Instead of building the large multi-family developments, you can see the homes are built on the style that you would notice any subdivision, and this subdivision compares to any area in the Mobile community. The tenants are happy living there. The Housing Authority worked very diligently to get this particular subdivision built. Mr. Farr and his staff should be commended. The Housing Authority, as I said, is an innovator in this particular area. Again, we are live, 471-3700, and I can also say that we're having fun here on live television. My guest, the Reverend William Allen Evans, didn't show up, so we are going ahead with the live presentation here. The Housing Authority, again, in the human service field, is offering a summer enrichment program for youth ages kindergarten through the 9th grade. There will be tutoring classes offered in mathematics, reading, and language arts, and there will also be courses in drug prevention, self-esteem will be offered. They'll take field trips, arts and craft type programs, athletic sports for the young people to keep them busy so that they won't get involved in drug activities, illegal activities in the community. The program is co-sponsored by the Mobile Partnership for Youth and the Prichard Parks and Recreation Department. Young people can register at the Bessemer Avenue Recreation Center located 800 Henson Avenue, or they can call 456-3324. Now, housing, public housing area, about 50% of all the residents in public housing have been found to be senior citizens, the elderly, and handicapped. The Prichard Housing Authority, again, is a leader in that area. We have a senior citizen subdivision that's strictly for senior citizen, Ridge Manor, and we'll go to that interview with Beverly Washington. This is Carnell Davis, host of Impact. We're on location at the office of the Assistant Housing Director, Ms. Beverly Washington, at the Ridge Manor Apartments. Ms. Washington, what is the Ridge Manor Apartment Complex?
Okay, Ridge Manor is a complex that's designed directly for senior citizens, disabled, and handicapped. And here we have 120 units, 101 units, 1-bedroom units, and 18 2-bedroom units.
So you have senior citizens and handicapped individuals with handicapping conditions. What are some of the services that you provide other than the decent housing?
Okay, we have a blood pressure screening that we have here every month. And we have poetry and religious programs for them monthly.
Now, as far as the Prichard Housing Authority, what are some of your other duties? What are some of the other programs that you actually administer?
I'm the HUD administrator for 256 other units. They're new construction. They're owned and operated by the Angeles and the Mitchell Company.
Okay. On location at the Ridge Manor Apartments with Ms. Beverly Washington, Assistant Housing Director of the Prichard Housing Authority. Let's take a look at the Ridge Manor Apartments. Okay, Ridge Manor Apartments, again, the senior citizens complex operated by the Housing Authority. There are 120 units strictly for senior citizens and handicapped. The apartments have the amenities for handicapped and senior citizens. No children allowed. A very exclusive area. Again, it doesn't appear to be the large public housing units that you are accustomed to, such as in the Orange Grove projects or the Bessemer Avenue apartments. Now, there are other social service activities that occur at the Housing Authority, and we'll come back momentarily and give you some additional information. We will take a break. Call us 471-3700 here on Impact, and we'll return momentarily.
The doctor just told you your child has leukemia. Suddenly the whole world changes. But in the last few years, dramatic progress has been made thanks to research funded by the Leukemia Society. And lives that once were without hope are slowly being turned around. Please call the Leukemia Society, because when there's help, there's hope.
Cooking utensils, lanterns, seeds, or whatever. An excellent selection is on hand. Bluebird Hardware has been in business since 1932 and is centrally located on Old Shell and Bayshore. The friendly folks at Bluebird are here to help you get just what you need to do the job correctly. Open from 7:30 to 5:30, 6 days a week for your convenience. Bluebird Hardware.
Once you treat your car to all the love, pampering, caressing, and tender care that Bevo's Car Wash gives it, it won't let anyone else ever wash it again, even you. Bevo's all-cloth $1 million car wash at Springdale Mall.
Back to Impact. I'm Carnell Davis. Impact is sponsored each week by the Prichard Housing Authority. We're seen live Monday nights at this time. The program is rebroadcast on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. Men in Action, an organization that provides positive role models for young African-American males, is sponsoring a flag football tournament on Saturday, July 13th in conjunction with the Prichard Housing Authority. Teams and sponsors are needed to make this event successful. You can call 456-3324 for additional information. Now, the Housing Authority, as I mentioned, does have other social service and human service activities that occur at the Housing Authority. Let's go with Ms. Anna Dixon and talk to her about those activities. We're in the office of the Housing Director for the Prichard Housing Authority, Ms. Anna Dixon. Ms. Dixon, how long have you been with the Prichard Housing Authority, and what do you see as the role of public housing in our community?
Okay, I've been here since September 1968. I haven't been housing director that long, but I came up through the ranks. My role, or the role of public housing, is, to me, an addition to the community where people cannot afford to buy homes for themselves. Their income will not make it possible for them to do so. So public housing is set up to give them an opportunity to better themselves. What we do, all housing is based on income, the amount of income that the tenants are receiving at that time. They may not be able to pay, but a minimal amount of rent. All housing is based on that principle. When we take a tenant in, we're giving them the impression that we're trying to give them an opportunity to better themselves and to move along in life. We also can provide more bedrooms, more for them so they can eliminate overcrowded conditions where they're living now. We're also trying to provide better housing for them. All of our housing is in very good condition, and we try to make sure that that continues to be. Of course, we know that the possibility of them living in something greater than they've been living in is marvelous, because they have not had this opportunity before. Most of the people that come to us have been living in 2-bedroom houses, or maybe one, and they maybe have say 5 children, and you know, this is strictly in overcrowded conditions, and we can eliminate that because all of our tenants are placed based on the number of persons in their family and the number of bedrooms that are needed for them. So we have a two-way street here. We can help them with reference to income, and where we can provide something better for them, and they will pay a minimal amount of rent, you know, based on those principles.
Now, public housing, not only do you provide the physical surroundings, but what about the social service network that you provide?
We're very happy in that, because we do provide a lot of activities for our children. We provide sports for them. We provide feeding programs during the summer for them, and in that we try to provide some extra activities where we set up play activities for them. We're going to also set up like reading classes for them, and we're going to make sure that they get some cultural surroundings, because we're going to start providing opportunities for them to see plays or see movies or see things, and we're going to also have people come in from different agencies to provide seminars for them. We want to uplift them, you know, culturally.
You serve the total family.
Right.
That's Ms. Anna Dixon, Assistant Housing Director for the Prichard Housing Authority. One of the major activities that we have going this summer is the Summer Food Service Program for Children. The Summer Food Service Program for Children is operating 88 feeding sites in the city of Mobile, the city of Prichard, and throughout Mobile County. The feeding program is sponsored each year by the Prichard Housing Authority, and children 18 years and under are eligible for a nutritious lunch each day. The meals are prepared by the Mobile County School Board, and the feeding sites are inspected by the Mobile County Health Department. If you want to know the site nearest you, contact the Prichard Housing Authority at 456-3324 for the Summer Food Service Program feeding site in your community. This particular project was the largest of its kind in the state of Alabama last year. We averaged over 9,400 meals per day. This year, we're averaging over 10,500 meals per day. Over the last week or so, we've averaged over 12,000 meals. Any child 18 years and under can go to the site nearest them. They're located throughout the county, as far north as Mount Vernon, Calvert, as far south as Bayou Battery, out in the western part of the city, in the Hillsdale area, in the inner cities, all over Mobile County. The Summer Food Service Program for Children. Ms. Joyner and her staff are doing an excellent job. This program, as I said, is sponsored by the Housing Authority. Our sole intent is to educate and generally inform you about the Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Prichard Housing Authority, and other public housing agencies, which would include in this area the Mobile Housing Board, the Chickasaw Housing Board. There's also a Mobile County Housing Board, in addition to the Prichard Housing Authority. We wanted to take the lead in bringing information to you, and that's our intent, our purpose here on Impact. We have had fun. This show has had an impact on me. My guest didn't show up, and our time is running short. Join us next week here on Bay TV for Impact, and we'll see you next week.
Jacuzzi Whirlpool Bath, the originator, the innovator. Feel the soothing, penetrating, therapeutic difference every time you bathe. Jacuzzi offers the Power Pro Jets, which have the power to be gentle and combine air and water from all directions, creating a broad, massaging, circular pattern of bubbles. Jacuzzi gives you the complete relaxation experience you expect and deserve. Jacuzzi Whirlpool Baths. You can feel the difference. Available through Sears Contract Sale.
Don, what are you doing?
Play it quiet. I'm trying to hit the ball, please.
Don, the ball's still here. You'd be better off hacking prices at Gulf Coast Jeep Eagle. Jeep's celebrating their 50th anniversary with limited time offers on the Jeep Cherokee Sport. Get free air, factory rebates, and discounts and save over $2,500.
I'm going to hit it this time, Leah.
Go, folks. Stop hacking around. Hit your best deal at Gulf Coast Jeep Eagle.
For national, international news, weather, and sports, turn to CNN Headline News on Comcast Cable Channel 12. For statewide news at 54 minutes after the hour, watch the Alabama Cable Network on Comcast Cable Channel 12. For all the local news, weather, and sports, watch Mobile Headline News at 24 minutes after the hour on Comcast Cable Channel 12. Mobile's only 24-hour information network. Comcast Cable Channel 12, keeping you informed around the world, around the country, around the state, and around Mobile.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Thank you, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you.
We hope to have you back probably in the fall when we will hopefully see what your boys are made of during football season.
Okay.
We hope that we have enlightened you as parents on the idea that there is a Big Brother system in the public housing arena and the surrounding communities. That's our show. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again next week on Impact. Until then, I'm Shirley Matthews. Goodbye.
After a tough day, it's time to enjoy the good life with a space-age jacuzzi whirlpool bath from Sears Contract Sales. Relax, unwind, and become rejuvenated in a jacuzzi whirlpool bath, featuring a variety of styles, colors, and a unique jet stream that moves more water and air, resulting in more hydrotherapy for the whole body. Jacuzzi whirlpool bath, the power to perform, the reputation to back it up. Practical for home builders, irresistible to home buyers.
Don, what are you doing?
Play it quiet. I'm trying to hit the ball, please.
Don, the ball's still here. You'd be better off hacking prices at Gulf Coast Jeep Eagle. Jeep's celebrating their 50th anniversary with limited time offers on the Jeep Cherokee Sport. Get free air, factory rebates, and discounts and save over $2,500.
I'm going to hit it this time, Leah.
Go, folks. Stop hacking around. Hit your best deal at Gulf Coast Jeep Eagle.
For national, international news, weather, and sports, turn to CNN Headline News on Comcast Cable Channel 12. For statewide news at 54 minutes after the hour, watch the Alabama Cable Network on Comcast Cable Channel 12. For all the local news, weather, and sports, watch Mobile Headline News at 24 minutes after the hour on Comcast Cable Channel 12. Mobile's only 24-hour information network. Comcast Cable Channel 12, keeping you informed around the world, around the country, around the state, and around Mobile.